seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Myers. Got a man here. It's Bryant. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Myers. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Myers. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Milton Williams.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
On now is Seibert for the Lion field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Seibert missed it. This one slides to the right on him, and this will remain a scoreless game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Lions nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Myers.
A throw over the middle, caught by Bryant.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a dump off here complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Myers on 1st and 10. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Myers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Myers. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Looking to throw. Myers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Off the play fake. Myers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5.
And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, for McCole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that that was no fluke. He was moving there.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Eagles 7, Lions nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw. Myers. Bryant has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Myers on first down. His throw incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Myers.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
That's good.
Back to throw again. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
4 yards. That's another Detroit run.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The 7-yard line.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Here's Swift. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Swift will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Second and 4. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw is Myers. To throw on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Lions 7. Jake Elliott to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And the Lions first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. My game. I got one.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. up at halftime. I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
On the slant, he's got Hardman.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
28, Lions 7. Jake Elliott to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Myers throwing on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Off play action. Swift. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Myers now. A final shot before break. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
3rd down.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for Philly.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Myers from the gun on 3rd down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Off the play fake. Myers. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Looking to throw. Myers. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Second down, back to Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Touchdown, Eagles! Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Eagles 49, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49, Lions 7.
Now Myers looking to throw on second down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Here's a diving catch right side. A big play there for Detroit.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far, but you got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Myers. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw is Myers. To throw on second down. Steps away to his left. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run here with Sanders.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
68 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Myers off the play fake. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Bandit.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Seibert on for the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more.
Eagles 56, Lions 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Myers. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Detroit. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out up around the 15-yard line.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 7, Mike 7.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Philly. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions 20.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
4 down. 60 Bison.
They'll go again with Sanders. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Target. He's checking. Crash.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
18 Cardinal.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
60 Bobcats. Let go. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out